Hello, TK friends. Today we're going to be making a mummy. Your mummy is going to look a little like this when you're done. A mummy's wrapped up. So these are the directions on what to do. Now remember, you're going to probably need some parent help with this. So if your parents are around, they can help you out. You're going to need glue. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need a black piece of paper with the outline of the mummy, 2 eyeballs, and you're going to need the strips of paper to wrap the mummy in. So I'm going to put the paper and the eyeballs in a safe place because we're going to use those in a little bit. I'm going to cut out the outline of my mummy. Now remember, it's thumbs on top and it's shortcuts too. Thumbs on top, thumbs on top, shortcuts to, shortcuts to, turn the paper, not the scissors, not the scissors. Now, I know you might have your song a little bit different, but the big thing to remember is put your thumbs on top. You want to do shortcuts, and you just want to move the paper, okay? So you're going to go around. It gets a little tricky around the arms and the legs, but I want you to take your time. And remember, if I'm going too fast at all, the best thing about a video is you can always pause me, okay? So you can always pause it if you need for me to go slower, okay? So when you're done cutting out your mummy, this is the part after you cut it out where you might want to have some parent help, and that's okay. I'm going to make sure I recycle that. And I have my mummy here. Now I still see the black lines a little bit, so I'm going to use this back part here. And what you're going to want to do now is you're going to take the white part, the wrapping of the mummy, and you're going to want to glue this white paper on top of here. So for example, I definitely want to have some right here. There we go. I'll put one there. I'm going to do this. I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your glue because you want to put enough glue. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's okay if a little black shows. And you put it right here. You should have about 8 pieces of paper. And then I'm going to put right here across his legs. You could probably do this on your own. Put this on here. And I want to put one on his arm here. I cover it up. All right, I'll cover this hand right here. Awesome, and then I'll do his feet. I'll make sure I get his feet. And it's okay if some block is showing. All right, now you're thinking, Mr. Color, that does not look like this. You're right. I need to put my glue cap back on, and I'm gonna flip them over. Now I can see where I need to cut the white part off. And this is where you might need a little extra support or help from your parents, and that's okay. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna cut around just where you cut before and cut off the pieces around here. You go around his hand, right? And around his head. And it's okay if you cut a little bit of the black off. And you wanna cut right here, and you're gonna cut off the extra, the excess is what it's called. And this is the part here where it might get a little tricky. And that's okay. You did a great job cutting, by the way. And so I wanna cut around here. There we go. Because this mummy is going to help you decorate your house for the fall. There you go. And if you're struggling a little, that's okay. Take your time. I'm just going to, remember I flipped them over. Then you want to cut right here. All right. Oh, I didn't put enough glue there. Mr. Cutler needs to put more glue on. All right. So I'm going to cut here. So as you can see, I'm going to cut around his leg. It is going to make a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. There we go. Awesome. There you go. And oh, I see some pieces here. There you go. Now, I got most of it. So you see most of the pieces off. So when I flip them over, now it looks more like the mummy. But we're not finished. Now, after you cut all that off, you got to put on the eyes, and you should have 2 googly eyes that we sent home. So I'm going to put one eye here and one eye here. And don't worry, it'll dry and it won't be purple. So I'm going to put that on there and that right there. And you're going to make sure that stays on. So I know I went pretty quick with this, but you can always pause me. I hope your mummy comes out really well. Take your time with cutting. It's really important that you do your thumbs on top. And when you glue on your white pieces, make sure you flip it over to cut off those extra excess pieces. And then you have your mummy and you can decorate your house. Great job, TKers. Miss McCarthy and I are so proud of you and we want you to keep up the good work. All right? Our mummies are saying goodbye. See you later.